Is my mic on now? Right, now it's on. What's that? Strong time. I will say, I have a question. Is it visually pleasing that I'm looking in this direction, but the thing I'm drawing is behind me? I might move myself to the left. I don't know. I'm being nitpicky to find something to do. Remember last? Okay, are you really gonna be? Yeah, I'm really gonna be this stream. I'm actually gonna be storyboarding. Actually gonna be storyboarding. Real talk. Real talk. I just want to talk a little bit about when I was setting up this stream, because I was getting ready to set up. I was going to stream at 3:30 like usual, but it storms a lot during 3, so I moved it back like 2 hours to try to wait out the storm. That's how I'm looking at it. Like I will never stream at like a 00 time. I'm only going to stream it if there's a 30. I'm probably going to stream at that time. I'll never do like, oh, I'm streaming at 3, I'm streaming at 5, streaming at 6. No, it'll always be whatever number 30. Never going to be just straight that number. I need those 30 minutes to do nothing. If you've not played Astrobot, why 30? I don't know. It's like in my head, it sounds like a nicer number to me. You know, like, oh, I'm gonna stream at whatever 30. It just sounds more enjoyable to my brain. You know, there's no real reason for it. Let's try something real bit. Is this? I put myself over here. I picked this over. Nah, I don't like it. This small things like small changes like this bug me. Do I like it? I'm looking this way. Drawing. I don't know. I don't know if I like it or not. I'm trying to find the most aesthetically pleasing looking thing. Some people go up here and they're like, oh, like they make it real small. Like, oh, I'm real small at the top, and it's like I don't want to be real small at the top. I want to have some kind of preference. Then like, oh, most of this. Some people just like do the thing where it's kind of like the drawing's the entire screen. I don't want to do that though. I want to show off my background. I don't know if I want to be this tiny little thing. Oh, I remember why I put myself over here now, because the drawing's over here. So I have to go over here. That's why I did that. I remember that. I'm remembering slowly but surely. Be big at the bottom. Like down here? Oh, I like the way that looks. Might be onto something. I like the way that looks. Ooh, that's kind of clean. If you've not played Astrobot, play Astrobot. Really good game. You know, some people say, "Oh, it didn't deserve Game of the Year." I call it cap. It absolutely deserved Game of the Year. For my team. I was looking at my analytics the other day, right? Like yesterday, I was looking at my analytics. I didn't know that some people watch the stream on television. I don't know how people. I couldn't watch the stream on television, but I understand. That's too much space have somebody on, and they're just talking to. I feel kind of weird that the TV's talking to me. I feel kind of crazy. So let's talk about where we need to be at. Basically, where we need to be at is I can't say it. Where we need to be at is basically where we were supposed to be at yesterday. So before that, let's do a little review of where we are. All right, we got all this done. All this, good. Grab that, grab this, good. Jump out the window, sees the pigs and the wolf, good. Pulls up on him. Batman, pick and lock, yells at, show off. Leon, little piggy pops up, talking smack. Whatever, walks away. She backs up. He notices her. Oh! She jumps down. And we got, how loud is this music compared to me? I'll turn it down a little bit. Not too much, but a little bit. Anyway, then we got, he's like, oh shit, Red Hood, and jumps over. Should I curse more often in my videos? I mean, in my live stream? I don't know if YouTube goes like, hey, that cartoons, children. I don't know if should I curse more? I want to do more work than, yes. Yeah, I'm going to do way more work. So yeah, like, pig. Oh! Turn around, hype herself up. Like what? So what? Talking what? What? Like I don't know what he says. What did he say? I changed some of the dialogue around. Are we a lucky couple of barn animals? And he says that. He said wolves aren't barn animals. He's like banging his head on the concrete. And you should have to clarify, I'm attacking you because you're evil and not because of my frustrations with my father. Yeah, I gotta turn that up. Wait, I was up. Can't do it. My left hand's not good at that. Piggy walks up to him, talking smack, talking mess. Wolf pulls up. I have not redrawn this because I'm too lazy, but I have redrawn this. Over here. Say, what's going on? He's screaming. Like the whole stolen. She pulls up. Like, I'm Red Hood, get deal with. He's like, oh, she's mocking him. He's like, oh, but like little things. Like what? Looks down. Piggy is like this. Lanky's like that. He leaking on the floor. What do you say again? He says, how much saliva is too much saliva for an unconscious piggy? Points down. She's like, say, how much saliva? Is it, how much saliva? Ah! Let's look down. Like, oh shit, he's leaking. He says, do not be alarmed. It is mostly spinal fluid. And then like, steps off of him. Yeah, I think I was deciding what dialogue to put here. That's what I was doing next. I was deciding what dialogue to put here. Yeah, that's what I needed. I need to figure out what dialogue. I got my storyboards pulled up over here, but the part I'm drawing right now wasn't in the original boards. So this is like I'm in uncharted territory right now. Where is my character sheet? That's my expression sheet. Where's my boards at here? This, shrink this down. Also, I need to be able to see the health of the stream. I need to be able to see that over here. Got my Twitch manager on my phone, YouTube on my what you call it? What's gonna be his dialogue here? Nah. Let's see. What was it? I play it straight or try to tell a joke here. But let me talk about. Well, I'll talk about it after I think of what I'm going to say first, what I'm going to write first. Right now, I need to figure out because yeah, I'm in uncharted territory because in the original board, the thumbnails, this part is not even in there. This is like top of the dome right here. Okay, that's good enough. That was suffice for now. Okay, what I was going to say is like when I was making this stream, right? The YouTube was like when you go to YouTube Studio, it gives you like an option to like what's the difference between that and that? I guess that's enough. There needs to be more of a difference here. I feel like does this justify? I don't think we need this. Yeah, this board can go. This board right here, this is not necessary. Unnecessary board. All we need is this one. Yeah, we need. Okay. So like when you're creating like a video, like we're creating like a stream. There's like a segment. I think it might be happening if you're like uploading a normal video too. But for me, I was like starting a live stream. Also, we hit 150 subs on YouTube, so it's celebration time. Celebration, hooray, hooray. We did it! Also, if you haven't already, like the video, okay? Apparently, YouTube doesn't care about watch time anymore. Which makes sense, because YouTube wants to replace Twitch, so they don't care about watch time anymore. All they care about is interactions, so commenting, liking, that type of stuff. But, what I was gonna say was like, they were. You can see it in the thumbnail, but they gave me like a whole bunch of AI options, and the AI was like fake millennial quirkiness. Like, can the AI replicate my art style? It's like those type of videos. It's like, bro, this is so cringy. First of all, I don't know. I have not seen a single YouTube video that actually utilizes like those tools. I'm gonna have her shrink down a little bit. Shrink down in embarrassment. And maybe I could take this. Can I take this and move it up without it destroying everything else? Is that possible? No, not possible. But it is what it is. My onion skin. Get off. But YouTube is like, I don't know. They keep saying that they're like, they're not anti-AI. That's for sure. Not anti-AI, but they are definitely 110%. Like they don't want to pay AI creators, not because it's a moral thing, but because AI can pump out so many things in such a short amount of time. YouTube financially cannot keep up with all those videos. So YouTube's not anti-AI because it's a morality thing. They're anti-AI. Well, they're not even anti-AI. They're anti-AI, like profitable. I guess they don't want to monetize AI content. because it would literally be like it would be impossible financially, just like to pay all those creators, to pay all those people who use AI. It would literally be there's too much. A single AI channel, you like pump out like what? Hundreds of videos in one day if they really wanted to. YouTube and morals never go. Yeah, YouTube was never a moral platform. People are like, I can't believe YouTube. I can't believe YouTube is doing this. I can't believe it. I can't believe YouTube is making you do facial recognition. I'm like, bro, you do know like YouTube's owned by Google, right? They're owned by Google, and Google wants all your data. Unapologetically, it wants all your data. Yeah, I'll move it over here actually. Like that. And yeah, like I don't. YouTube saying or doing the whole we don't want to monetize AI content. It won't deter like people from making AI content, because if anything they'll keep making AI content, but they'll probably lie. They'll probably lie about it, or they'll just hope YouTube doesn't catch them. The same way they didn't catch like the Elsa Gate stuff. Probably in that same vein. Someone's like, wait, how do you do it again? You do this? Your hand's kind of recoiled back. All right. Another thing about Astrobot, to talk about Astrobot for a little bit. I love Astrobot. Google removed "Don't Be Evil." "Don't Be Evil" was in the TOS, and they removed it. How's that work? But get back to what I was saying about Astrobot real quick. Amazing game, amazing, even a more amazing soundtrack. Never stop singing its praises. But how do they even determine something is AI? So I'll be honest with you, no clue. Because there are times you can tell, but it's getting so good that I personally don't know what to tell anymore. Like there's times where like I have to like stare at something to tell if it's AI. So maybe I don't know, because everyone is using AI. Well, not everyone, but a lot of people are using AI. But a lot of people also are using it just because they feel like everyone else is using it. It's like it's FOMO. It's FOMO. Like, what do most of these companies say? Oh, if I don't use AI, you know, my competitor is like. If you even look at like the ads you get on YouTube for AI, they'll go like they'll say something like everyone's doing it. You want like they're basically like they don't get left behind. It's FOMO. It's really good FOMO. That's the problem. It's really it's such a it's such a huge leap in technological advancement that people actually buy the hype. That's not look right for her. Something like that. That's better. No, it's not better. Lied. That's better. That's better. Is it? Oh, yeah. It's a board. I don't care. Yeah, I don't. What's the point of removing "Don't Be Evil" from your TOS? What does that mean? I did hear they did do that, but I didn't know like what does that even entail? That's the right one. It was hard for them not to be Eve. I just don't know how you as a. I feel like Google is like they're so big, like they're so huge. There's so many people. Like Google is so big that it's become a verb. Like oh, just Google it. Just Google it. No one says, hey, go Bing it. I don't know. Like no one says, oh, I don't know what other ones besides Bing there is. I don't know or Opera GX or whatever all the other ones are. No one says that. It's like, oh, just Google it. Even when you're not using Google it, it's oh, go Google it. That's how big Google is. I feel like they're starting to realize like, hey, we're too big to fail. Who's gonna stop? That's why I stopped using Google. I don't use Google for anything. I don't use Google Chrome. One because like, it was like mostly because like the privacy. And I hate it being like marketed to. I kid you not. Ever since I stopped using Google as my main search engine, I've got nothing but Google ads on YouTube. It's like, bro, they know. Go Yahoo it. But I would say that yeah, Google is. How do I show that she's doing? I gotta say I gotta do like in the next frame, I guess. Google is definitely on there. Like, oh, what are you gonna do about it? That's successful. What I should do is make it where this one goes up, it will flow better. This one's up here too. I'll make this one more down. I don't even know how long Google has owned YouTube. I have no clue. I know it has been. It has been like what over a decade now. I wonder if the original guys who made YouTube, if they're like, man, it was worth it. But they could be a whole lot richer than they are right now. But I don't know what the contract was. Maybe they got like a certain amount of shares or whatever. No clue. Yeah, it's like when I was saying when we go drag racing, I'm gonna Nissan Ultra the crap. This would be. I think this would be hot. These. Remember we do these things. I saw like a game. Um. It's called Magma. Magma draw something like that. Where you like you and a bunch of people draw together on like one giant canvas. I might look into that. I think it'd be a fun thing for some of us to do. Something like that. Dun-dun-dun. I'm gonna make this more straight. That'll help. Other than anybody could have fun that you would all talk to them. Yeah, I never used Madden before. I'm not a get like I'm kind of interested in doing it. That cannot be there. That is confusing to look at. That's better, I think. Here. It could be. Let's move his middle finger. This is the same spot as the previous one. It's not reading well. Looking and see. That's better. That's a lot better. Something like that. Yeah, I'll have to look into it. I am interested. Backed out. Of course, forgot about that part. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, there we go. I hate how that looks. I'm just gonna copy and paste it. I don't know why I didn't do this in the first place. Always. See. I want her to kind of jump in reaction to. There. Let's see. I'm going to. I've not done my wrist stretches. Let me make sure I do my wrist so I don't get carpal tunnel or anything. Always important, ladies and gentlemen. In days, is there a word for they them? That's like ladies and gentlemen equivalent. I have to find one now. Not think of one. Ladies and gents, and others just sound disrespectful. I don't know, it's be something else. I'll think about it another time. Wrists. Remember to always stretch your wrists. I don't have carpal tunnel, but I don't want to get carpal tunnel. But it's important to like, you know, move like exercise your wrists and things of that nature, so that way you don't get carpal tunnel or arthritis. Because if with my job, if I get carpal tunnel or arthritis, I'm cooked. I have to find a whole other career path. But you can do this, can you? Ooh. Those are the music that's playing. Alright, back to the thing. Wait, how did this get? Oh. Yeah, she's gonna get shot. She's gonna jump. She's like, let's see here. I want her to. I don't want her to. Okay, so I want the. I'll about the dialogue later. Jump. She's like, oh, she's surprised. I want her to land in a fighting stance. She's over here. Let's bring it over here. Cause I want her to maybe land over here somewhere. Or maybe land right here, so she's more like rule of thirds. Something like that, probably. She should probably be up here, then she would land. Probably right. She'd probably go doop here. So yeah, then she'll be in her fighting stance. Okay, that makes sense. Get this. Boom. Nose bridge in there. Let's do a close mouth. Like that's more comedic. Her big old ear. Hairline. Here. Probably somewhere right there. Boom. That's it. My groceries are almost here. I just bought 3 boxes of cereal. That's all I did. Cause I already went grocery shopping today, but I forgot to get the 3 boxes of cereal I needed. And I was like, well, I'm at the stream, so I can't just leave and go get the cereal. I mean, I could have, but I didn't want to. I'm having them delivered to my house. This is too high. You know what the problem is? It's in the wrong dang spot. That's what it is. Oh, excuse me. Can you get a box of cereal? Yeah, it's at the grocery store. Right where you left it. I remember my mom. I remember when the adults were like, I would say, "Hey, can I have so and so?" Oh, they'd be like, "Oh, you forgot yours?" I'm like, "Where's mine at?" At the store. First of all, awful thing to do to a child. Awful thing. I hated them. I was like, "Bro, why would you even get me excited? You just said no. I would have like, okay, you're mean, and I would get the pressing. The fact that you like, sat there and like you got my hopes, like, oh, you got me one for my no, at the store. Who are you? Why are you doing this? I was gonna ask you why you had 3 boxes, but I realized that I had 4. So the reason why I have 3 boxes is exactly because the cereal box is very. First of all, it's expensive cereal. It's not like Honey Nut Cheerios. I love Honey Nut Cheerios, by the way. It's not like normal cereal. It's Magic Spoon. It's Magic Spoon cereal. But like, because Magic Spoon cereal has like zero added. It's all health stuff, you know. Zero added sugars, protein, you know that stuff, you know. I'm all into the health stuff, but I love Honey Nut Cheerios. I love Cinnamon Toast Crunch. As a kid I used to love Frosted Flakes. Now I hate Frosted Flakes. Why do I like to me Frosted Flakes? It's so generic. Why would I like it? You got Honey Nut Cheerios. You got what else you got? You got Honey Nut Cheerios. You got Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You got Apple Jacks. You got Pops. Why would you choose Frosted Flakes? It's just cornflakes and sugar. Basic. Talk about, oh, they're great. They're not. Mediocre at best. I need to pull up her turnaround because I don't. I'm over here drawing, but I don't have her turnaround pulled up. There it is. Her turnaround's pulled up. But yeah, I'm not sponsored. I got really bored one day and I was like, I'm gonna try Magic Spoon. And I'm not gonna lie, when I first bought it, I was like, hell no. This is not good. And then I forgot what made me buy it again like a couple months later. And I don't know if they changed up the recipe or whatever, or like how much they use of one ingredient, whatever it is. But it tasted a whole lot different. Oh, this is good. I need to move her. Move her there. Get there. I'm gonna use it. Tomorrow's the day I see my mentor and I have a review of my boards. That'll be interesting. But hey, this is how much work I got done. Why am I forgetting how to draw feet? It's happening real time. I'll jump to the hands. I'll jump to the hands. I'll go back. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Dun 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 dun. Some over here somewhere. Probably maybe like here. It's still too far out. Maybe like right. Gotta make sure I'm doing this hand. Actually, this does not look good in this spot at all. So I'll do like this. Oh, there we go. I make her more rounded. Where's her skirt at? Other. Flowy. They're floating in there. I wish I was sponsored again. I know I said it earlier, but I wish I was sponsored. If Magic Spoon wanted to sponsor me, if I would ever get a sponsorship, I would only do sponsors of things I actually use. Like you'll never see a Shadow Ray Legend sponsor for me because I hate gacha games. I'm just not a fan of them. I think they're evil. Does your mentor have a long gray beard, no hair on top of his head, and is trained 5? Unfortunately, no. My mentor is just a storyboard artist from. Well, she's not just a storyboard artist. She's a storyboard artist from LA, and she's been on some shows. She recently just did work on King of the Hill. Yeah, she worked on this season of King of the Hill, and she worked on the next seasons that'll be coming up soon. But I did wish she knew martial arts, cause that'd be pretty cool. That'd be like drawing is cool and all, but you know, kicking somebody back in the head with a backflip is also pretty cool. I remember how to draw feet again. Or shoes, I guess. Same thing. And actually, no, I didn't. I didn't remember how to do this at all. This looks terrible. This looks awful. Let me get rid of this stupid onion skin. Yeah, this helped me see a whole lot better. These are too long. The problem is it would look like this. I don't know why I'm drawing it. That's my issue. Look at this, infinitely better already. Let me extend this too. I'm redrawing this. I'm not doing this shtick. Don't mention feet. The feet man will hear you. I don't think the feet man's gonna hear me this day. Yo, why are they drawing these shoes so much harder than these boots? I know they don't have to be perfect because it's a board, but it's bothering me personally. That's the issue. That's how I feel personally about it. I can accept. I can get behind that. Alright, get this, the tool arrows, cut away. Now they look too short. They look way too short. I think it's her thighs. I think her thighs need to be also uneven as hell. Dun, dun, dun. I feel like her dress should droop more. Why is it flat? Okay, good. But don't mention the feet. Hopefully the feet man don't pop up. Da-da-da-da-da. This is good enough. Especially when I stretched out the whatchamacallit, the legs. Almost said pantalones, but no, we're no pants. Leggings, I guess. Hey. Okay, there we go. Where was her cape at? I need to move her more over here. If her foot was planted there, she would move. Yeah, if her foot was planted there, she'd move over there. Like, what do you think, Bo? What do you think of Bo Burnham? That sounds familiar, but I don't know why he sounds familiar. I feel like I should know what that is or who that is. Who's Bo Burnham again? I feel like I should know or remember who that is, but I simply do not. I'm really bad with names and faces. Why is he buried? The thing is that name is very familiar. Like I know that name, but I don't remember where. I know it's somebody in the animation industry. I know like isn't his logo like a dingo or not a dingo, but like a it's a distinct animal. Never mind, I'm wrong. I'm wrong entirely. Look this up. Bo Burnham. Bo Burnham. To me, oh, the guy. He's the one who sings his song. Like he sings his comedy. I have not indulged too much in his work. What I have heard and seen, I do like. I will say that. I thought it was pretty funny. Is this the tree level music? My groceries are on the way, which is like an hour early. He's a musician. Like he does like parody songs. Like he'll like do stand up, but like he'll play like his guitar and he'll like tell jokes through like song. I can make it. That's better expression. Yeah, this is the tree level song. I'm thinking about somebody. There's an There's another anime that has a similar name to that, or like similar-esque for me to get it confused, but I don't know. I know who Bo Birmingham. Want to know what the dingo thing was. Look here. I don't know. Leave me alone. Why don't you? How about that? Also, this foot is gigantic. Why didn't anybody say anything? That's good. That's good. I can live with that. Gotta remember my critique from Matt Roberts. He said, "Be more, have more clarity." I don't stare at people's feet, dude. What is with you with feet? What's with you? Keep mentioning feet. Something you want to tell me? Huh? You sicko. Let's compare. How tall is she? Is she like suddenly? I mean, she is stretching because she's jumping in the air. A little. Let's read a little bit. Not the head though. Yeah. Plus she's also straightening out. So yeah, she probably would be. Like, yeah, cause she's leaning over here. Forgetting all about that. I'm drawing feet. I'm not drawing feet. I'm drawing boots. You know what, Poco? Quiet it down. You're barking too loud. I want her to land in action pose. I want her to be a little bit uneasy when she lands. Like a little bit nervous. And why guess how big the head is when you can just trace over the previous head? Probably up here because she's not jumping anymore, so her head's kind of tilted more down. She'll probably do this. Now you're talking about dogs barking. What are you talking about? I've not said anything about dogs. A lot of times they tell you when you're storyboard to just trace over the previous head. I mean not trace over, but copy and paste the previous head, which I need to get more into the practice of. But honestly, because I'm still developing my draftsmanship anyway, it's probably better for me personally to trace over the previous head than just copy and paste it. Gosh, dang it! What? This is why I should keep like. I'm gonna do this. This helps a lot. There we go.
It's thin. I can leave at the bottom. Jesus Christ.
Bro, you want to keep streaming? Give me your ID. Hand it over. As YouTube. Hey, hey! Hand over your personal information, please. I luckily have not. YouTube doesn't think I'm a child yet, so I'm in the clear.
And despite me watching Sonic the Hedgehog videos and other gaming Nintendo-like things, YouTube has not said, "Hey, verify who you are now, or forget the fact that you can ever use this platform ever again." You stupid son of a. What time trial music? No, you can't send it to the mail. You have to like a picture of it. And by the way, that is crazy to like have on there. It's already advised for people not to not take pictures on their cell phones of their IDs, and they want people to do. They want people like to put their whole thing out. Like no, it could be stored in a Google whatever it is and get like hacked into. Like it has been for like what the last how many days or months? It's like Google's been getting hacked. It's like once a year. Once a year, there's a major hack of all time. It's like, bro, why would I ever give a company my information when they are getting hacked on the regular?
Person YouTube doesn't think I'm a 1-year-old since I watch horror videos. I'm watching. See, that's the thing. Kids like horror things. Like Friday Nights at Freddy's is considered horror. If you like Friday and Freddy's videos, are you not considered a child? The whole thing was like it was doomed to fail, and it is going to fail at the end because most times kids just use their parents' YouTube account. And if we're keeping it a bug here, when are we gonna start blaming the parents? I'm so sick and tired of like everything that happens on the internet. Everything, every internet movement we ever had about like where they're like, you know, well, we gotta do this to protect the kids. Where are the parents? Why is it my job to protect your son and your daughter? Be a parent, be there. Like, golly, it's crazy how just like uninvolved a lot of these parents are. A lot of these millennials just make really shitty parents. Like, golly, Jen, like, I don't know how are they this bad at being parents? I have no clue. No clue how they are genuinely this bad. The T app had people use, yeah. The T app is a big example as to why giving us an app your ID is the stupidest thing you can do. You should never, ever give an app your ID.
unless it's like, you know, there are very much like very extreme cases. But I can tell you one thing: a social media app is never one of those things. Oops, wrong button. I don't want her face expression to look. I'm not certain. Excuse me. The common excuses that parents can't watch Twitch for 7. What can they do? See, the excuses that's a really crappy excuse because there's so many things implemented in technology to hit guidelines for what your kids are doing. And don't get it twisted. I understand that. I get that back in the day, the worst thing your kids could come across are things that are in your immediate area. You send them outside, you tell them, don't go near these things that I can see or these things that we know are dangerous. You know, they're in our vicinity, they're in our neighborhood. This person's creepy, stay away from him. She doesn't know how to drive, when she's on the road, get on the sidewalk. All these things, like it's local information, and the internet being introduced at like such a young age, kind of like makes that significantly harder. So I understand that, but my thing is, they give the kids the devices to do this, and that's where I put the blame on them, because I can't say, oh, well, technology. Yeah, the technology that you gave your children. No one told you to give little Jimmy an iPad. No one told you to give Sarah a goddamn an iPhone. Like, no one told you you did these things on your own volition. And you're sitting there like, well, take care of my kid. No. Why would you give your kid access to the internet and not even have a way to like plan it out in your head how you are going to protect them from the things that are on the internet? Because when I was growing up, that's when the real nasty, weird videos were popping up, and you're like, oh, this link will send you to so and so. This link is like to that, and all with the weird, gross, gory stuff. I was lucky enough to never experience any of that. I saw some of it, but not a lot of the like really bad stuff, because I just didn't have access to the internet like that as a kid. Internet was around. We were just too poor to afford it. Like, yeah, don't go to Mullet. Like, it's like, yeah, that. I almost said it, but hey, don't go to that person's house. But like, I understand that like the internet is too big for that. But at the same time, why would you put your child into this world, the world of social media, if you weren't prepared, or you didn't know how you were going to protect them from it? To me, that's extremely irresponsible. Yeah. The worst thing your kid could do back in the day was go outside and talk to the wrong person. You know, talk to the wrong person, or maybe break a bone or two. You know, that's the worst thing they could do. Now it's like the worst thing they can do is like talk to like 15 different people in a Roblox DMs, where the people in the DMs are being real creeps. Things have escalated very severely. And I feel like a lot of people, like a lot of parents don't pay attention to it, especially millennials. It's crazy, because I'm like, millennials, you grew up in the age of the internet. I mean, you didn't grow up in it, but when you were like in high school or like early adults, the internet was a big thing. How are you this lost on what to do?
Let me look at some action poses so I can find a good reference. Bring her. Get her rock'em sock'ems ready. By the way, this is my favorite OST from the game, the God of War remix. Hey, Astrobot! Sony sponsored me. Actually, no, I'm gonna change her pose because that's not a good silhouette. I wish I was monitored as a kid. See, yeah, it's like I wish a lot of people were like, it's crazy just how wild the things are on the internet, or like what what people are exposed to. That's how you get people looking up to people like Jake Paul, Logan Paul, and I don't know, all the other trashy streamers and YouTubers. Like, that's how you get kids looking up to them. Because, I'll be real with you. There's nobody who's working a 9 to 5, and when they get off of work, from, let's say, I don't know, they work at the local Toyota car dealership. There's no one who's sitting there for hours, behind a desk, telling people where to go, how to go, lunch breaks, and all that. And then they get home, they're hot, they're sweaty, their feet hurt, like they're tired of talking all day. And they sit down at their desk, they sit down wherever they want to sit down, the couch, the bed, they pull up their phone, get on their computer, and they type it in YouTube. Logan Paul. They don't do that. No one who works at 9 to 5 looks at these creators. I refuse to believe it. There's no one who's like, man, today was a hard day at the Steel House, trying to talk to Logan Paul. Like, no one's doing that. It's not a real thing. It's all kids. There was no grown man saying, yeah, Team 10 or whatever other team was. No one's doing it. I don't believe that there's a single individual who was paying taxes who goes, oh, I'm Team 10. No, it doesn't happen. It's not a real thing. As a kid, it's like more forgivable because like you can afford to be a little cringy as a kid. You're allowed to be a little cringy. As an adult, though, you're not getting away with that. You're not getting away with that. Actually, I want her to lean forward. I want her to lean forward. Soccer boppers, more fun than up. Wait, no, I'm doing it wrong. Am I mixing up jingles from the mid 2000s? Soccer boppers, more fun than a pillow pet. That's not real. No, that's not the commercial. I'm mixing up my 2000s commercials.
See now, now I gotta look it up. See, this is your fault. This is all your guys' fault. Not knowing the theme. You could sock and boppers. How did that go? Sock and Pops commercial. How did that? All right, we're about to listen to Sock and Boppers. Hopefully, I don't get copyrighted by a stink company. I did. So it wasn't pillow pet. It was pillow fight. It's more fun than a pillow fight. Okay, I got it right. Sock and boppers, more fun than a pillow fight. I remember as a kid wanting a pair of sock and boppers, but all I had was Hulk gloves. They weren't even mine. They were my cousins. I just used them without his permission. What did you do? Said you did it. What didn't you do, Poco? Answer that. Answer me that question, and maybe I'll have some mercy on you. I don't know why do I have her so low? Let me bring her up a bit. I don't know how far apart. I plan on having her feet. I'll have her crouch a little. Yeah, but I want her to lean forward. She's not leaning forward. That's better. That's better. She doesn't need to be a whole lot lower. It has to be a whole. Needs to be. I'll just draw with this side since. Yeah, her head's already. Already pretty small compared to the rest. Let's talk about how would I? I mean, that's true. You never seen it. I don't think you were even born yet when that came out. Sock and boppers, more fun than a pillow fight. It in fact was more fun, but also more dangerous. It's really fun when you look at it. A lot of boys' toys are just teaching them like to fight each other. A lot of boys' toys are like, hey, beat up your friends. It's just like what? Yeah, a lot of girl toys are like, oh, look at her, she's pretending to be a mommy, it's cute. A lot of boy toys are like, yo, beat up your friends now. Okay. It's like, what? And then they say, oh, boys will be boys. I wonder if that's true, or we just kind of groom them from a young age to enjoy violence and destruction. I don't like the crouching. I'm not a big fan of the crouching. I'm not a big fan of it. Not a big fan. Yeah, a lot of things like, oh, girls are natural nurturers, so they'll love this, but you know, boys, they're natural fighters. So we gotta make them give all their toys are guns, you know, all their toys are like some form of violence, because you know they're boys. I'm like, oh. I think about it. Why wasn't there a girl-coded Nerf gun? Probably because women during the military wasn't even considered at the time. That's probably why. What's G.I. Joe and Transformers other than military propaganda? The Autobots are in a war with the Decepticons. And G.I. Joe are at war with Cobra. Everyone's at war. But there's good guys in war. And it's, the people with the American flag. I remember my sister getting an easy bake oven for Christmas, whatever it was, and I was the one who wanted to play with it, but I wasn't allowed to play with it. Crazy how I enjoy and love cooking now, but I remember I wasn't allowed to play with it. She didn't even use it, and when she didn't make it correctly. It was bad. It wasn't. She didn't make good food. All right, I'm gonna say she didn't make good food. She made really bad cupcakes. One day I saw a video of a mom getting choked out by her son because he wanted to wash out. What the? Man. Millennial parents. Millennial and Gen Z parents are ruining Gen Alpha. They are ruining them. Because why does your son call you by your first name? Why is your daughter a contact name for you in her phone, Bestie? That's not cute. That's irresponsible. Keep her in the same plane. Probably be what here. Close enough. Yeah, that's called bad parenting. Why are you having your son practice his wrestling moves on you? He was dying. Was he like? It was a choke out hold. Dun, 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 dun. She needs to be way up here. It's not. It's not. That's better. It's a lot better. That looks like the appropriate height. Kneeling on the ground, cough. Oh my god! Send it to me. I want to see this kid choke his mom out. YouTube is. I mean, I don't care. YouTube doesn't want to care about kids anyway. Bum, 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 dun, dun. Gotta find it. Hold on. I want to see that. Jeez Louise. All that for one line? Okay. Not X. I don't know why I keep confusing V with X. I might make, you know, this needs to go out further anyway. Yeah, this needs to. Good. I'll do that. Dun, dun, dun. Calm down. I kind of see what. Label is broken. I don't know if that's a good angle for. I better find my cereal. Bad things are gonna happen. Give a bad review. Why did I draw the foot that way? That was stupid. You kind of want that curve though. What's something about this post? It's not working. I don't know what it is. The extension of her neck? . 'Cause, Maybe she should be a little bit more tucked in. Getting ready to, yeah, maybe she should be more tucked in. Get a little bit of, you get a little bit of base neck, something like that. Getting ready to box it. She would be, yeah. There we go. This is helpful. I could not figure out what the hell it was, but yeah, I can see it. I like this one. This. Feel like that. Okay. Time. Oh my. Oh, probably better. All right. Thanks for stopping by, Socks friend. Let's see here. What I gotta do? Kate. About her hood. So one name. I think her legs might be too big. Compared to those, that's for sure. Would that be for short? Ugh. Friendly reminder. If this was a real storyboard, I'm rushing through all this. Not spending as much time on this. That's right. Dun, dun, dun. Like she needs to. The bad. We'll stop it there. Have you? I cannot wait for dinner tonight. Dinner tonight, I'm making zucchini spaghetti for the first time. This is a good arc. But even that's just confusing. Get rid of it. That's the number one rule. Confusing, get rid of it. Words supposed to be simple to read. You know what? I'll duplicate this, then I'll go back to here. I'll change them. Maybe I'll grab the eyebrows, raise them a little bit. All parts of the eyebrows. She's settling into it. I need to select this. Come on, man. In doubt, redraw. I feel like I have to change with this. Where's the flow? Maybe a little bit higher. See if that works. That does look better. I'm not gonna do this anticipate. Well, I guess I should. Did I? This will get me into the practice. I'll see why. I'll do it. Just I kind of want. It'll be fun. Dun, dun. Fish. Yeah, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. I can't not do anticipation. I can't help it. Animator brain inside of me can only hide away for so long before it escapes and jumps into the storyboard domain. I mean, I probably want to do this anyway. That way, easier for it's less work for the key animator. Wait, actually, no, he's supposed to do his job, so I don't know. Turn from this is turning into an animatic. You know what? I'm gonna do this the easier way. Going out of my way to do it, might as well. I didn't copy this. Dun, dun, dun. That was the wrong thing. That's why. Okay. That was dumb of me. Whatever, I do what I want. Really? And I draw her hunched over. Here, yeah, shoulders are up. Got little baby hands. Come here. Need to be in place, still planted. Dun, 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 dun. That don't look right. I'm not a big fan. Where the hell are the hips if I do that? Hips are there. Yeah, she would be like that. Here. Bad arm, a good arm, bad silhouette. I have her this. I hit the fist in front of the legs. That. Maybe. This. I am not. This is. I am struggling with this one. Why am I struggling so hard with this one? Also, if you're just squatting, this. Why the hell this thing still up? Down. I think they right about there. Maybe her foot slides when she something like that. Ready to jump. It slides a little bit. This. That up there. It would just be mirroring, but this does not look. Not look good. This has baby arms. I mean, wait, then her arm look better. What's that? Better silhouette, that's for sure. Yeah, that looks a lot better. Here. I'm on a different frame. What are you talking about? I added a new frame. I added a crouching frame right here. Cause I wanted it to flow more. And I also added some bounce here. Alright. We are not on the same frames. I'm actually looking to make sure it all flows well. Also, we've done. Let's see here. Yeah, now we're on this shot, the next shot. I think about how do I want to frame this. Piggy. I The guy behind me. That's my cousin Larry. He's been here for a couple weeks now. He likes to lurk around occasionally. You know, maybe like tap me in my sleep, and like throw knives at me in the kitchen, all that. Normal cousin stuff. His name is Larry, not Bob. Okay, Larry. Okay. I gotta draw the slutty wolf in his huge chest. Bigger. Definitely weight up larger than that little piggy. Windows key. Also, this is a very boring pose for the world. I think something big better than this. This is literally just like I was gonna have him just stand here like generically, because what else would we be doing? But like, no, it's boring. I need to figure out what I'm gonna do. Yeah, this is a very boring posture. Very boring. Very boring. I hate boring. Maybe I'll have like leaning a little bit, something like that. Like it's like looking over, like look. Oh, I see it now. I visualize it. It's that download it. I was too swole. Roll it up. I'll pronounce Larry, the beast. Yeah, I guess that would make sense. My cereal's on the. It's on the way, everyone. My cereal's on the way. What would you do if one day you could make any show? I would make the show I've been planning in my head for all these years. That's honestly what it would be. Honestly, I might not. It depends. It depends. So, at first, I thought I wanted to make an animated show that I've been thinking of in my head for all these years. But then, I started to realize, once I give it to a studio, it's no longer mine. It's like, it's no longer mine. And it's like, am I really willing to give something up that I've loved or thought about? It's like, or would I rather just make something else and have myself not be as attached to that one? So, if anything, I would make a show to where it is like something that's close to me personally. You know, I feel like you write what you know, and what you know be really good if you're good at telling it. I would do that, and I wouldn't have it be exactly like the show I've always wanted to make. It would have elements of it, but it won't be exactly one-to-one, because I do want there to be I want there to be a distinction of like, okay, I still have something for myself. No, I ain't sharing none of the cereal. Get your own cereal! It's mine! It's mine! What would you do if I brought a bowl in here right now and ate it in front of you? What are you gonna do about it? Absolutely not. No, that's what I should do. But Zara's not even here yet. So I can't even do that. Also, I have to eat dinner, so that would spoil my appetite. Yeah, I would. It does sound good though. Square up there. You square up, Poco. Do something about it. You feeling froggy jump? That's what I thought. If you're feeling froggy jump. Until then, put up or shut up. Mm. When I get down there, why you ain't gonna do nothing. Scared. You scarred. Bink. Right. You don't even see it coming. Be sitting there a lot of like, doop. Sleep on the floor, knocked out, counting sheep. Make me turn this car around. Turn it around, I don't care. I don't care. I didn't want to go to the goddamn fair anyway. I want to stay home. One of this counts. I'll save this frame for later. Save this frame for later. I'll save that frame for later. I want to do a close-up of the piggy first. Mm-hmm. Oops. Why do I keep hitting the Control Z twice? No more from me or God of War or whatever you play. I'll have you know. I haven't. All I did. I have not played a video game in a hot minute. I've been just doing everything but play. Literally, the last video game I played was literally right before a stream. I played some Monster Hunter Wilds, and that's like the first video game I played in a good bit because drawing every day. Don't freeze on me now. No! Oh. Frozen. Oh, there we go. I'm frozen again. Yeah, what's established him already on? Oh, it's a real. Are you looking over here? It's nothing scarier than anime than Blender freezes. Yes. So this is what I do, right? I don't think you can see it because I have it to where it only sees. I'll just switch the settings. And you can't see it. I'll just swap around the settings. I have it to where's it at? It shouldn't be. Where? I cannot find it. Where it? Where? It says automatically save workspace, but I don't know if it's doing that. You in Toon Boom, there's like a timer. Guess I just have it on here. I don't know. Usually it has like, oh, save every couple of this many minutes, you know, whatever. But that's I don't see that anywhere. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. Stuff freezing on you when you're mid work is like terrifying. I hate it.
Let's see here.
I want this to be the arm and not the belly. Nice little piggy belly. We're gonna bring this over. Crud. I Scheitzer. How's his tail go again? Okay. Okay. Oh, there we go. Ugh. Speaking of creativity and creating things. Oh my god, I just died. Oh, why does... I'll get ready to say that my Uber drivers never know where to find my place. They always call me. I missed the call, but it said she found it. She dropped it off. So I'm gonna go grab my cereal. in a second. Look right. How you get so skinny? Mm. Yeah, I want him to be even more angry. Yeah. Let me go get my cereal from outside for when these cats get it. I shall return. I have gotten my cereal. I want to do more with it. Okay, let me go to class. You want some cereal? All right, open your mouth.
There you go. There. Some honey smackers. Give me the timeout. I ain't going to no corner. You can't make me. You ain't my mother. And even she couldn't get me to do it. I have what they call a listening disorder. It's called me not giving a damn. How can I possibly make him look more angrier than he already is? One, the mouth has to go open. I'm going to get the... Go get him. Get him. Do me a favor. I can't believe there was a moment in time where I was making this storyboard and there was no dialogue, and I turned it in, and I was just expecting to get there from my drawings alone, which weren't even good. That great draft. I wish I could show you guys like the first draft of this. I might have it. I might have that. I'll probably show you guys. Oh, he's popping up his head. Oh yeah, yeah. I love this face.
You don't get any consequence for. I mean, I rarely, if ever, suffer consequences. That's not true. I still suffer consequences for my own actions. Wait, did my Amazon package ever deliver for my zucchini little twister? Arriving Tuesday. Oh yeah, I did carbon whatever ship. I remember now. I make his nostrils bigger too, because he's so mad, nostrils are flaring. I love drawing goofy faces. That's partially why I got into animations, is draw goofy ass faces. Actually, let's make it. I mean, that's not funny. I'm just picturing you sitting there, pop, orange gets smacked across your head. I mean, not funny. No one should ever throw food. Look at this. Look at this masterpiece. Art. So yeah, I think I remember getting hit in the head twice with orange.
I was somewhere. Where was I? I forget what I was saying mid sentence, or what I was even saying in a sentence. Am I gonna get the same? I mean, these are thumbnails. They're thumbnails. Mm. Oh yeah, I write his dialogue. That's what I was. That's where I was at. Mm-hmm. I was in a hallway going to class just to prepare for the technical. Yeah, that's usually where it happens. I'll say that for the next one. That's good. Bum, bum, dum, dum. Yeah, we in school we used to do a lot, like a lot. I mean, we would also throw fruit in the hallway. I mean, not we. They used to throw fruit in the hallways. Um, but yeah, yeah. Kids, kids are just bad. I don't know why they did it. Get out of here.
I'm gonna do this. That orange kid could have gone to a. It was not gonna go to a. It was not gonna go from the United States to a kid in Africa. It actually would just it would just win the trash because America is really bad at food preservation or food waste, as to say. We waste so much food in this country, and not just by throwing it at people's heads. Basically, give somebody a concussion. All right, we started where? We started here. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, 13. Done. Oh, I think that's what we're gonna call it. It is dinner time for me. I have to make dinner. I should probably have dinner ready beforehand. I should eat before. Actually, I should just order food and eat on stream, but I'm not gonna do that. You know what? I think that's boring. And I refuse to subject my viewers to that. Okay. Also, I like cooking for myself. But oh. Tomorrow I get my feedback. Are you a sketch art? I am. I wouldn't say I'm a sketch artist. I'm just a storyboardist, really. I'm an artist, yeah. But a sketch, like, what do you mean by sketch artist? Oh, you do portraits. Oh, like sketch artists are the people that like draw like people like in like caricatures, right? Yeah. Okay, that's really cool. I've always like walked past like sketch artists, like people who like draw the portraits like that. I'll always find it like really curious, like how someone's able to like draw that confidently, because a lot of them do it like they like the pencil marks and they like draw over with marker, but even then it's like some of them just go straight ahead with just the marker. And I want to one day have good enough or confident enough line strokes that I could personally do that myself. Because right now I can't. I will go slow when I draw. If I want a line, I'll go like slow, or like something like that. But I do want to one day have mastery of my arm and wrist, so that way I can just wherever I want my pencil to go, it just goes. Like if I want to go here, I'm gonna go. So it's a little bit off, and it's shaky on the way there. But yeah, definitely. I do appreciate the craft. I wish I had that type of. Maybe one day, art is one of those fields where you don't ever really master it. You just get better each day. Hopefully I do get there. But like I said earlier, today it is the end of the stream, everybody. Remember, I'll be streaming again tomorrow. I'm streaming again tomorrow.
But hopefully I see everyone there again. It'd be I'll probably stream after I get my feedback from my mentor, and then I'll be like, okay, here's what we need to correct. You know, I don't want to go too far in the story. I mean, in this, if I have to do a lot of corrections, I don't want to have to like, you know, like, oh, you know. But we'll see. Goodbye, old. You know what? I will. All right, you're an old lady. Okay. Don't call me a Discord. I'm not a Discord mod. I am not a Discord mod. I don't have any kittens. But yes, that is all. I almost said my old tagline. We're throwing that away. But I guess I will see you all again tomorrow, same time, maybe later, or maybe earlier. We'll see. But other than that, hope everyone had a good time, and I'll see you.